Be nice to nerds. Chances are you'll end up working for one. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs. Life is not divided into semesters. You don't get summers off, and very few employers are interested in helping you. Find yourself. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Of my mental cycles, I devote maybe 10 to business thinking. Business isn't that complicated. I'm a big believer that as much as possible, and there's obviously political limitations, freedom of migration is a good thing. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Expectations are a form of first-class truth. If people believe it, it's true. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. This is a fantastic time to be entering the business world, because business is going to change more in the next 10 years than it has in the last 50. The general idea of the rich helping the poor, I think, is important. Our success has really been based on partnerships from the very beginning. If you think your teacher is tough, wait until you get a boss. He doesn't have tenure. If I'd had some set idea of a finish line, don't you think I would have crossed it years ago? We've got to put a lot of money into changing behavior. There is a certain responsibility that accrued to me when I got to this unexpected position. The most amazing philanthropists are people who are actually making a significant sacrifice. I was lucky to be involved and get to contribute to something that was important, which is empowering people with software. I have been struck again and again by how important measurement is to improving the human condition. Who decides what's in Windows? The customers who buy it. Effective philanthropy requires a lot of time and creativity, the same kind of focus and skills that building a business requires. We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. I studied everything but never taught. But today the toppers of the best universities are my employees. In my view, investing in public libraries is an investment in the nation's future. Life is not fair. Get used to it. A fundamental new rule for business is that the internet changes everything. Money has no utility to me beyond a certain point. I am not in competition with anyone but myself. My goal is to improve myself continuously. The world won't care about your self-esteem. The world will expect you to accomplish something before you feel good about yourself. I am not in competition with anyone but myself. My goal is to improve myself continuously. The world won't care about your self-esteem. The world will expect you to accomplish something before you feel good about yourself. Patience is a key element of success. People always fear change. People feared electricity when it was invented, didn't they? In this business, By the time you realize you're in trouble, it's too late to save yourself. Unless you're running scared all the time, you're gone. If you think your teacher is tough, wait till you get a boss. If you mess up, it's not your parents' fault, so don't whine about your mistakes. Learn from them. If you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake.